hiking the Patagonian highlands, outback safari, survival guide for... Rust be gone. Now that's handy. Never know when a... The Perrys recycle their paper waste. Good on them. Wait, what's... Yes, it is a note. But why tear it up like this? Found it. This cozy fireplace hasn't been used in a while. Nice to meet you.
Yeah?
Do you mind if I...
Ugh, you're so...
So, I found this letter.
What is that?
I found it in your trash. It says, I know.
Yeah, I can read.
So?
So I don't know what it is. Don't go through my trash. I'm done talking, okay?
The neighborhood looks... Huh. What does this...
Are you ready to leave yet? We don't have all day.
Ned! Hi.
Nance, how have you been? Thanks for finally picking up.
Sorry. I've been on a flight.
Busy on another case, huh? You know, you should...
This isn't work for me. It's fun. Besides, crime doesn't take a vacation. Speaking of which, how's yours?
Ned, come on.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sounds like you're having fun.
You know, standard fare. Nothing too crazy. I miss you, Nance.
I miss you,
Hey, give it back.
too.
Nancy, I'll call you later.
Call you later, Nancy.
Well, that was... yeah. A leopard print lighter.
visitors! By now, you know the story of the witches of Salem. Those poor souls were caught in a time of fear and greed, and they paid the price. They may have died, but witchcraft lives on in Salem.
Oh, this should be interesting.
The world would have you believe witches were not real. I'm not talking about old, ugly women who curse their neighbors and fly on broomsticks. The truth is, witches are real. They have always been real. They are alive and well. They are powerful, carrying the secrets of the world beyond the one we see. Ritual, mystery, magic. Most exist now only in secret, and they may be standing among you even now. It is said that in Salem, a coven of witches settled in recent years, set on revenge for the deaths of the Salem witches. Their ritual, one midnight on Halloween, unleashed the angry spirits of the past.
That's so cool.
How did you do that? Thank you. Now, if any of you are interested in the real history of the witches of Salem, I provide self-guided tours through some of my favorite locations in town. And perhaps you too will see one of the restless dead.
A thief in Austria used the same kind of stage magic she's using.
Thief? There was a thief? What were you doing there?
Visiting a spooky old castle. You'd have liked it.
Do you regularly fly to Europe for investigations?
Sometimes.
And if you want to learn about being a witch, come forward. Here comes
Me? Never.
Did you know that in the Malleus Maleficarum, ginger hair was the sign of a witch? You're my kind of people.
I'm not nearly as talented as you are.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush. Oh, there it is. Now I'm turning red.
So to become a witch, do I need to take a test or get a diploma?
A true witch is not made with pieces of paper. She is born to it and will feel the call. Bureaucracy is for persecute. We don't need permission. We don't live by... Anyway, what can I help?
How did you perform that trick?
A witch never reveals her secrets. It's against the witch code.
A code? I thought bureaucracy and rules were for persecutors.
Although, if you take my self-guided tour, I promise you will learn at least one secret about being a witch.
How often do you do this show?
Most nights. It gets busier around Halloween. And I'm sure you can figure out why.
How about the night that the Hathorn house was burned?
You look a little young.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. We're just curious tourists.
Good. Because I've already spoken with them.
And so, you were here.
I was out of town. Did you girls know that Salem is haunted? There's a ghost here. If you go on my tour, you'll learn where you...
Have you lived in Salem for long?
Born and raised.
So you know the Perrys?
Of course. Not well. If you were looking for them, Tegan is at the museum. She works there.
Not well. We're staying with Tegan. I figured there was...
That was a long time back. We don't talk much now.
And May?
Yes, I know her too. Not spoken to her for a long time either.
But you've heard the rumors about her.
May is a troubled girl. And sometimes such girls get blamed for things that were not there. I don't think she burned down the Hathorn house, if that's what you're trying to get at. People with mundane minds look for mundane explanations.
Do you really believe some modern witch coven unleashed ghosts on Salem?
About 8 years back, there were rumors of a coven that they performed a ritual to return the dead witches to Salem to seek out their revenge before the witches moved on.
Is there any evidence of such?
Ever since then, ghost sightings have gone through the roof. Salem is now considered the most haunted.
Interesting.
You think it's a coincidence that the former home of the Hathorns was set on fire?
How else could the fire have started?
I heard there was not a single living soul in the house when it started burning. The world is composed of 2 equal parts, dark and light. The light we see every day. It's the trees, the people, you can even see it at night. The dark is the unknown. A plane of existence that vibrates just underneath the light. But if you were in a place like Salem, a place where a painful history permeates every surface, every crack, every brick. That's why they say, don't be out past midnight in Salem, because the dark may reach out. Also, did you know that Salem has more ghost sightings than any other city in North America? If you want to learn why, you should go on my tour.
Talk to you later. Darn. Missed the opening hours.
Hey! Sorry about the mess. We're in the middle of installing a big showcase. So what have you seen?
We decided to do
Oh,
What's with her getup?
everyone has to make a living. Is she telling the story about a coven living here in the recent?
Yeah. Why?
Just bad.
Olivia is quite the local character. I hope you don't mind if we do the tour. I want to see more of the town, and finding out a place's old superstitions is kind of a I'm excited to look around the
Of course. How's the investigate?
I've got some leads. I haven't had much progress with May, though. I was wondering if...
Sure thing.
What's this new show?
Yes, this new showcase is going to be really cool, just in time for Halloween.
But what is it about?
If you come back on Halloween, I'll show you.
Can I show you something? I found this letter at your house, and I'm curious.
Let me see it.
Do you recognize it?
No, I don't. Were you digging through our trash?
I saw it. Couldn't help myself. What can I s-
It's trash. Can you keep your assistant out of my...
She's not- Assistant isn't really the right word.
I can think of a...
Fine. Anything else?
Nancy doesn't let any details slip by her, no matter how mundane. And that just might be what we need to help May.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what it is. I've never seen it before. Could be one of May's weird friends from school, for all I know. Okay?
I thought she didn't really have.
Well, I don't know who wrote it, okay?
So what's the deal?
Oh, yeah. I've prepared some pumpkins that visitors can carve and bring with them to place around Salem. Feel free to give it a try if you want. It's really...
Talk to you later. Done. This looks... Sad that even children are named in the list of those accused witches, like Abigail Johnson, just 11. Everything you could ever want to know about Salem's history, from the Namkiag people to the Great Salem Fire of 1914. Yes! Let's see. Let's see. Done.
Uh-oh.
Talk to you later. This tour is
Welcome on my tour.
Thank you. A specter may be hanging over Salem, but that doesn't keep the A specter. That group is really chanting up a storm. The road has completely collapsed into the sinkhole. No.
Oh there, watch your step. In recent years, these maws into the deep unknown have opened. There was once a vast network of tunnels beneath Salem, used by smugglers during the Prohibition era. Most would have you believe that these tunnels are now collapsing. But you have to wonder if there could be something more sinister behind these sudden maws into the underworld.
Done.
It was a time of horror, when the witches who walked the earth were wrongfully prosecuted and thus stripped of everything. These are the ghosts you'll find here in Salem. Their homes taken, their knowledge destroyed, their lives erased.
The carefully researched genealogy of several accused witches. Their names weren't fully cleared until 2001.
The Salem Museum, known formerly as the Town Hall. Not only a great resource for the Salem witch trials, it also holds records of other interesting facets of our local history. Anyone visiting Salem does well to seek out the forbidden knowledge hidden in these.
The carefully researched
before the remains of Salem's most zealous and conniving judge. So lacking in morals was Judge Hathorne that he sentenced innocents to death while claiming the estates of the dead as his own. Unlike the more remorseful Judge Sewell, Hathorne never felt any guilt for his part in the Salem witch trials. Lies the infamous Hathorne estate. It was common during the Salem witch trials that the lands of the accused were taken and resold for cheap. The judge himself bought many such lands, and on them build his grand estate. The Hathorn House has since come to represent all the wrongs that were inflicted during the trial.
Not yet. There are some more things I'd like to look into before I'm done.
Come on, Drew.
Yes!
These headstones bear names lost to history, but some believe they belong to those sentenced for witchcraft. A condemned witch was forbidden from being buried on consecrated grounds, but many victims were buried by loved ones in secrecy, and some may have found their eternal rest beneath these unmarked graves. Before you stands Abigail Hathorn, helping the accused witches escape the grasp of her own brother, Judge Hathorn himself. Abigail freed many from their holding cells until the judge caught her in the act and locked her up in a cell deep within the Hathorn house. The statue was given the name Little Liberty in honor of her valiant efforts to free the innocent.
The Salem Museum. Prime address for... Done. Yes. The Salem Museum. Done. This looks great. Yes.
Uh-oh, here comes
There's this statue in the center.
Little Liberty. A highlight of my tour. Many people come here just to get a picture of it. It is said to portray Abigail Hathorn helping the accused witches escape the trials. Some even believe that Abigail's ghost still walks the forest surrounding the Hathorn house, her twisted soul now dragging the lit.
Talk to you later.